Hello? Hello? Everybody? Guys? Hello? My computer blue screened. Oh no. My computer blue screened itself mid-stream. God dang it, I can't have a stream. Just go normal for one stream. Oh, okay. That's fine. No, I died. I'm not breathing. Well, thank you, Enderwolf Gamer. I said it before the thing popped up. Huh, gotcha. Okay, let's get the game back up and running, shall we? That actually just felt so sad. I'm like going to type in something and then my entire PC just said, hey, by the way, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that anymore. So that's not good. I hope that's not going to be a consistent thing. Because that would suck. That's very bright red. That's super bright red. That's very bright red. Also, you guys can still hear me, right? Yeah, we're good? Yeah. Alright. Excuse me. Let me go back into the game. Oh, I'm not in the right thing. There we go. Yay! Okay. Anyway. Couldn't handle the peak I was cooking. You're right. No, it was too bad. It was too stinky. You can't hear me? I'm muted? Yeah, okay. Alright, good. Loading in. Frame drops galore. PC, don't blow up. Don't explode. I'm gonna be real upset if you explode. It means I have to use my piece of junk old computer. I don't want to do that. Anyway, as I was saying, hello again, Anthony. Welcome back. See, second stream. This is how I do it. This is how I prioritize my content. Is that I just get it all cranked out like this, where I. Oh no, my computer blue screened. Guess I have to stream again. Oopsie. Favorite FNAF character? I'm not entirely sure, because I do like a few of them. I think... I don't know. I think Fredbear is pretty cool. I think... Like, Nightmare Fredbear, I think, specifically. I think he's pretty cool. I think... I mean, everybody loves Roxanne Wolf, right? Right? Come on. Come on. No. Yeah, I don't know. I think all the OGs are really cool. Nightmare Fredbear is pretty cool. I don't know. I don't have like a favorite. Also, was this as big as it was? I feel like it reset the size of that. Why did you reset the size of that, Streamlabs? I hate you. I was like, why is Chad so big? Glitchtrap's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I do agree. You know what? Maybe next to the break room we could have like the safe room area, maybe. And that will be represented with black wool because the darkness within William Afton's heart. Right. That's not a square. Oh, true, manager's office. You right. You right. You're so smart. What colors have I not used? Orange, green, yellow, blue, purple, cyan. Everything on Twitch is broken. Everything on Twitch is broken? Hold on. I'm pulling up it on my phone. I want to see what the issue is. This is stinky. This whole thing was stinky. Everything went stinky and it's bad and suck. That seems to be working. Yeah, no, it's working for me. But let's see. Make a FNAF factory for the survival. Maybe. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing any other like major structures like that. That like aren't already something that I have marked down, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure yet. Why don't we just do like cyan? I guess we could do cyan. Celindion. Cyandion. Sarlar Barlar. Subaru. No, I don't like this here. Get this out of here. Yeah, I may or may not have exploded everybody. It's fine. This is a totally brand new stream, so if you haven't subscribed, you would know that there was a new stream going. So yeah, that's not a good spot for that because it's an odd number, and I wanted to just have a regular door. So we'll do this. No, we'll do this. Have this wall go through here, and have it be one door. Okay. That's not big enough. We need a bigger. Rain World. I've heard of Rain World. I don't remember what it is, though. I'm not gonna lie. Bees, you guys need to chill. You need to get out of here. Here you go. Go to your own space, buds. Go. Actually, no. I could just steal you. Here. Come here. Come on. There you go. Go over here. Behind your tree. There you go. Okay, you guys have fun over there. Bye. Party rooms. Those are these pink rooms right here. Both YouTube and Twitch open. Yep. Why are you guys... Wait, who's fighting in my tungsten ball sack? Ow! That hurt. Favorite FNAF game? Hot take, FNAF 3. FNAF 3 by a long shot. I love FNAF 3. I love the vibe. I love how dingy and like just awful it feels. I love how like it's so it's so good. I love FNAF 3. Also, these hallways are not... This is not correct. Oh, that's so obnoxious. You're back. Okay. What am I doing? That was the one I just placed. There we go. Problemo solved. Excuse me. I just cannot stop bourbon. Favorite FNAF book? Ooh. I've only read one. I've only read the one, and it's the first Silver Eyes book. Or I guess the only it's the first book in the Silver Eyes trilogy. Yeah. I have not read many of the FNAF books, and I don't have a hankering to, because it scares me. The amount of commitment for that scares me. Thank you for the follow, Sabus Fox G. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Sorry. But yeah, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. How are the room layouts? They are coming across pretty well. Let's just get a recap for everyone who's... Oh, thank you, Enderwolf Gaming. Appreciate you. You're a real one. The main entrance area, there's like a little gift shop if you want to buy merch, and there's spots for you to like purchase like different party packages and stuff. If you're gonna order catering, you can do that there. You can get, I would assume they have like tickets or whatever. You can go up and be like, hey, I would like a slice of pizza. Thank you, Orange Cloud. Appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. That's so kind. Favorite Minecraft book? Favorite Minecraft book? That's actually a great question. What's the name of that one? I have one up there. It's by the same dude who wrote World War Z. It's The Island. That one, Minecraft The Island. That one. So good. So cool. But yeah, we have the main entrance area with the gift shop and the kind of register area, I guess. There's a hallway here with bathrooms that are right there. That leads up to the main entertainment space with the animatronics on stage. There's a arcade off to the side here. There's like a regular dining area with booths and tables and stuff, so that way it's just like if you're just there for food, you can just sit in there. You don't have to deal with the animatronics or the stupid kids. I mean, lovely children. There's the kitchen. There is the hallway that goes backstage to the parts and service, and then also to the break room. There are 4 party rooms that are connected to that arcade. There is the safe room where somebody may or may not be trapped in there in a springlock suit. Who knows? There's the manager's office. There's the security office. And then there's also going to be vents. And I haven't actually lined up where all of them are going to be. There's just these vents here. But I'm thinking there will probably be maybe a vent leading into the bathroom here. And it will go all the way around, probably to like parts and service or something. Parts and service sounds like it would have vents, right? A play area or outside dining. Yeah, that's true. I forgot a ball pit area, didn't I? I can add on top of the arcade area over there. I can add into that. I'll put that in there. That's a good point. The Island's audiobook is read by Jack Black. I kind of want to listen to that now. That's actually awesome. An old sport is in the safe room. This isn't really a bigger project than the survival series. This is only 1 floor. I'm not doing multiple floors. I mean, the survival series has at least 3 floors, and then the underground pizzeria as well. Oh, yeah, the outside dining would actually be pretty cool. That's a fair point. Oh, you're right. You were eating mac and cheese? Did you bring any for me? Did you bring me mac and cheese? I'd like some mac and cheese. Actually, mac and cheese sounds like it would go incredibly hard right now. Okay, genuine question. Do you guys... does anybody put ketchup on mac and cheese? Does anybody do that? Because... I'm not gonna lie, I do that. Thank you for another super chat. Thank you. Discount size ball pick. ball. You want a hole full of balls. That's what the words were. I can't speak good. Discount size ball pit would be hilarious. I am thinking I'll add on probably a ball pit in here, and it'll probably be similar to how the FNAF movies was, where it kind of like has this like separated off. That's kind of too small. It's like this kind of separated off spot, and then it's just this little ball pit here, and it's got like a little net off the side so the balls don't get like thrown out everywhere. I could make higher up vents, but it would be difficult for them to maneuver in those vents. I want it to be where the animatronics could realistically get into the vents. You've tried it, it's not your thing, and you're someone who drowns your items in ketchup. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's definitely not like a lot of people's preferred taste. I've heard that mac and cheese and mustard is also apparently pretty good, and I'm scared to try it. I'm scared to test that out. I don't know if I want to test that out. It scares me. Yo, Brandon, thanks for joining on TikTok. Appreciate you. Thank you everybody for joining. Glad you're all here. I love y'all. You guys are great. Yeah, I don't know who all animatronics I'm going to be putting in here. I'm not going to lie. I haven't really thought much into that. Yeah, I know. The mustard with mac and cheese, I'm just like, I don't want to risk wasting my mac and cheese, you know? I feel so sad. Oh, man. But, okay, I don't know. I'm kind of happy with this layout. So, I mean, we can get more vents laid out, obviously, but... I feel like there'd probably be, like, a vent here, too, maybe. Oh, that's right. I was going to have, like, a hallway for delivery stuff. So, actually, this vent can't even be here. But we could have a vent... Yeah, a vent from the kitchen to the bathroom. That's safe. Oh, Ferdinand's spot! You're right! You're right. Ferdinand needs his place, even though he's dead. That's right. I was gonna make a gravesite for him. I forgot. See, I'm pretty sure me and my girlfriend are both very confident that I do, in fact, have like ADHD or something, and I'm just unmedicated, and I probably should be medicated. I don't know, because I don't pay attention and I don't focus as much as I feel like I could. Yeah. Yeah, the loading dock, I'm getting that over here because I had forgotten that I wanted to do that. And we're going to use... We'll use a dark gray for that one. So this will come out to about here. And we're going to implement some garage doors into the build. So that way the trucks can actually like deliver supplies and it won't be an issue, right? Made a whole headlight system in Minecraft? Okay, I won't ask. I am not a question asker. I'm a question answerer, and normally the answer is I don't know. There we go. We got three doohickeys like that, and then honestly, this vent going from. Nah, because I kind of want the curved wall to be on the exterior too. Oh, thank you. This is modern. Another one had Glam Freddy Glam. Yeah, no, I would love to implement the glam rocks. Unfortunately, they're not in this version of the mod. Thank you. Good job, me. Thanks, me. They're not in this version. Glam Rock Freddy is, but all the others are not. And actually, I just found this out yesterday when I was messing around with some stuff. But you can actually... where is he? Glam Rock Freddy. Get that, and get that. So you can actually set Mr. Glamrock Freddy down, and you can interact with him to put him in suit mode. And then you can link him to your Fazwatch, and then you can call him over, and you can get in him. And you can walk around as him. Now, unfortunately, you can't go into third person, But with the power of free cam, we can. So that's fun. So yeah, you can't jump or anything, and you can't sprint, but you can just kind of like stomp around, and then you can call them to yourself. They did a really good job with this, and then you can just change him back into regular, and then you can kill him and he dies. Russ the Badger, hello, welcome. Glad you're here. McFartin, thank you for following. Appreciate you. You know, one of the joys of being a creator is you see all of the comments and all the follows and all that stuff, and you get to see so many interesting usernames. You really do, and it's just it's wonderful. I love it. Can actually do that there. And this will be like a little indent. I had a statue Glam Freddy at the entrance. That's actually not a bad idea. Have I right-clicked the chain? I don't think I have. Plushies. That scared me. I did not expect that sound. That actually kind of made me jump a little bit. Does everybody have their own? No. Okay. All right. What about you? No. Okay. What about you? No. Okay. Oop. Oh. What about you? No. Okay. 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 What about you? That's fun. Recently subbed when watching your survival FNAF series. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Glad you're here. Well, I'm sorry that you've had such a rough time, Russ the Badger. I hope that you feel a little bit better, even just hanging out here. You know, that's one of the biggest reasons why I try to make content, is because I know that people like to see it and people have a good time. So I try my best to provide that, and if I'm able to, awesome. You know, so it sounds like a Lethal Company sound effect. You are right. That part in security breach, like a kid's cove. Oh yeah, it was like closed off, right? It was where like the mermaid Chica was thing that you had to take a picture of and her eyes would glow, right? Yeah. I still love that every time I see that thing, and anytime anyone sees that thing, they just think that Chica is just dummy thick. Whoa. Dude, you've been going crazy with these super chats. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Only some of the creator plushies have sounds. Yeah, I just went through all of them and What am I building? I am building my own custom layout of a FNAF building, and it's for Management Wanted. So it's the same mod that I've been using for the survival series, but I just wanted to take a break and just build, you know, just build some stuff. I build without restriction. No, you're good. You're good. No, I know it says in the title, but you're good. You're good. It's okay. It's okay. I love you. Mwah. You are great. Wonderful. They got rid of a plushie in the recent one. What do you mean? What do you mean? Which one did they get rid of? If they added... Also, I saw somebody said that they should make a plushie of me. If they did that, I would cry. I would actually cry. If there was just a little plushie of me, I would actually genuinely cry. Oh. Imagine my little flannel. My little flannel is a plushie. That'd be so cute. Okay. So... going back through. See, this is the process of like the behind the scenes of a lot of the stuff that I've been talking to, I've been going through with these videos is I struggle a lot with like figuring out how I want everything to be. And so it ends up taking me a long time to make these videos. I mean, I'm working on these kinds of videos 6-7 hours at least. Especially, I mean, the survival ones are. The regular ones, like the creative mode ones or whatever, those ones are not as taxing of time, but still not, you know, obviously not easy. So, oh yeah, the FNAF in real time. I saw apparently a lot of people really just don't like the character of Brother from FNAF in real time. I don't know enough about it to really. I mean, I've played FNAF in real time and it was cool. I was actually hoping to do a stream at some point of trying to play the full 6-hour mode, and it would hurt a lot, and I would not enjoy it. But yeah, I guess a lot of people just don't like it. How do you come up with such nice layouts? My restaurants always end up looking like old messes of odd messes of boxes. Dude, I mean, that's just how it goes. You just make a mess of boxes and you try to figure out where the heck you want everything to be. The only tip I can really give for this kind of thing is try your best to think of it realistically, right? Like, obviously, this kind of place is going to have bathrooms. It's going to have a kitchen. It's going to have some area for dining. If, for instance, this place has party rooms, right? Because you would probably assume that they want to have a separate space for people to reserve party areas. There's an arcade of some sort, because typically pizza places like this have like some kind of arcade. All kinds of stuff like that. So it's just a matter of trying to think of it realistically and trying to put that into practice. Where you go from there is just, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people just, I saw something where it's like, I made the mistake of opening up Twitter, and the first thing I saw was like, hot take, this character is the dumbest FNAF OC, and so many people in the chat, or like in the replies and stuff, were like, thank you, somebody said it, and I'm like, I didn't know it was that bad. See, it does look like Among Us. It does look like Among Us. See? Katie gets it. That is Caitlin, right? Kate. See, I'm afraid because I feel like that's my friend Katie who's saying that, and if I call her Caitlin, she'll kill me. Hold on, let's look. Let's see. Whoa. That's fine. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I only have Bedrock Edition. Yeah, Bedrock, it's very limited when it comes to mods and stuff, unfortunately, so that is a bummer. But also, I just got a notification that apparently my music is not copyright free, so now I have revenue sharing. Yay. Oops. Oh well, whatever, the internet lies. It's fine. Pink rooms in the blue hallway, these are the party rooms, and then that pink room is the break room. So I think this is good. I think this is good. Okay, it is Katie. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't personally hate the character, and hating on OCs, I don't, dude. I may have gone to art school, but the whole concept of like people like hating on OCs and stuff, I'm like, dude, this person just made a character. Who cares? If you don't like it, you don't have to interact with it. Like, that's fine. You can just move on. So. Oh, true. Walk-in freezer to fill in the space. You right. You so right. You is so right. Look at that. Little walk-in freezer. Nice. Okay. Get all these out of here. I think I'm calling it there. We're getting these going. Not calling the stream. We're just calling the layout there, I think. I like that. Now it's getting all the floors and walls in. And there's a lot to choose from. Just in walls. I mean, look at all of these wall blocks that I can use. It's a lot of blocks. It's an absurd amount of blocks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out floors first. It just depends on how long it takes me to build everything up, I think, because it's been going on for a bit now, so I think it's safe to assume that I'll probably just do the whole thing now, but at the very least, nope. Confetti tile. Oh, no. Carpet? Floor. Rug? What is it called? What is it called? Fredbear carpet. That's not the name of it. Okay. I'm not installing any other mods. Stop telling me to do that. Don't do that. The Faz military. I have an exam tomorrow at 8 a.m. Well, depending on what time it is now. Either go to bed or get ready to go to bed early. You know? Because, I mean, the last thing you want to do is not have good sleep. I'm glad that you are seeing your comments get responded to, because that is huge. Actually, I find that putting the black ceiling tile, I don't know why I did that, my bad. The black ceiling tiles are actually really good for, like, room in betweens. Probably use that to separate. No, this will just be the regular tile anyway. Who am I kidding? Put that there. Put that there. Right. No, that's just tile as well. What am I doing? Am I a silly goose or am I a silly goose? Recolonized Freddy Fazbear. No. Dang. I did have a good day. It's been a good day so far. I've had a really good time just chilling out, hanging. Went to the gym this morning. Got myself, or didn't get myself breakfast. I cooked myself breakfast. We had some leftover ham steaks, so I cooked up one of those, made some eggs, and that was good breakfast. Yeah, no, it's been a good day. I've had a good time. Living my best life. This is an odd number, and that's just a theory. No. Put that there, put that there. There we go. Cool. Alright. Oh, these should also probably have... Give a shout out to the country of Wales. USA! 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 Shark Warrior on TikTok. No, this is actually just a custom build. This is not a specific location at all. This is just my own design for something that I thought would be cool. So, yeah. I'm just now realizing that that wall would be way too thick. It is D&D day. It will, yes, it will continue to be a good day. You're right, Katie. Yeah, me and a bunch of my buddies are in a D&D campaign. And we got a sesh tonight, so that'll be fun. I'm excited. I'm ready to... I mean, my character doesn't talk, so I'm excited to sit there and do nothing. Hey, no. Cup of tea, he's not the management wanted guy. He's just the, vanilla Minecraft FNAF guy. I'm the FNAF mod guy. That's me. I'm that guy. That's me. I would add a basement, but I don't want to dig. Digging is stinky. So, maybe for this, I kind of want to emphasize the red and black tiles. Those don't line up. Ugh. My problem with these tiles is that the blacks, this checker pattern doesn't continue from the red to the whites. The black ones touch together, and it's not a consistent pattern. So that's really unfortunate. But I honestly, I'll probably just keep all the red and black ones. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, no, it's not great. It's not great. Best FNAF build that I think I've made. I mean, is it safe for me to say that my survival one is my favorite? Because I think so far that's actually been my favorite one that I've made. It's actually pretty cool. But I think, I don't know. I think one of the biggest and best ones that I've done, probably. Ah, man, I gotta look at all the ones that I've done. I don't even remember. I feel like the Into the Pit one was pretty good, and I liked how I implemented the vents into these command blocks or whatever. I could teleport from one vent to another, so it's you don't have to crawl through really slowly the entire time. But yeah, you and Cup of Tea are the FNAF guys, but opposite sides of the spectrum, and not gonna lie, I'm on your side. Listen, I don't think I stand a chance, because that guy is just phenomenal with his mod capabilities. He's genuinely so good at it. So, I mean, that's personally where I'm at. I think we both have our strengths, and we both have areas that we excel. I feel like his areas of excelling are a lot better than mine, because I just build stuff. I use mods, and I build things because I like to place blocks. These checkers are hurting my eyes. I can't see. I think I'm actually going blind. Yeah, no, this is not a specific location. It's just a custom one that I wanted to make. Do I like Nerdcraft or Management Wanted more? I like Nerdcraft more because I created that. That's my brainchild, and that is the community that I have created. And it's really, really, really fun, and I love it. The only reason Management Wanted has taken off as much as it has is because so many people want to see more of it. Nerdcraft doesn't really get the same kind of attention like that, and it's unfortunate, and I'm really bummed that it doesn't get that attention. But, I mean, I can't blame anybody for, the want for more is valid. It is a valid thing. So, I think it's it ultimately boils down to which of my series do I enjoy to do more. And I think Nerdcraft, I think I have more fun doing. And part of it's because it's multiplayer. So, yeah. But another bot. Get out of here. Get going. Get gone. Stinky bots. Nobody likes bots. Bots are stinky poopy. Okay, did I get these all? This wall's not right. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, okay. So let's get our stages. Stage. I'm a sucker for the deluxe stage blocks, I think. Sorry, I'm trying to... Yeah, FNAF movie-ish hallway. Yeah. It's... I kind of wanted to have that as a bit of a reference to it. I think it's fun. In the survival series, I'm not able to get those tiles without using commands, and I'm trying to avoid using any blocks or anything like that I can, because it, you know, I'm trying to keep it as base game as possible. You know, I don't want to use any cheats or anything like that where I don't need to. The only things I'll do with that is with the animatronics, because physically can't get them anywhere else, but I can get other tile blocks and still work on it just fine. So, oh my goodness, I got up really early today, so like my brain's like, whew, what if we didn't turn on today? You know what? Even though the black tiles touch against each other, we're still doing this, because the black and red outlining the black and white does go pretty darn hard. Oh, that's right. Vibrant Visuals is out. I forgot about that. It's like Bedrock preview, right? Yeah. I've actually really liked how those look. So I'm hoping that they get those polished up a bit more. Oh, that fell. And yeah, I hope they get that polished up a bit more so Java people can start playing with that, because that would be awesome. Okay, so we're gonna get some tile here. Where's the center of this? Is this an odd number of blocks? No. Oh, no. Okay. So we're gonna improvise then when it comes to the main doors, because the big double doors are 3 blocks wide. That's not even close to the... There we go. Yay. Okay, so we'll just have the double doors, 2 sets of double doors like that. Perfect. Yeah, the shadows are pixel perfect. It's so nice. This is totally hurting my eyes. I can't see. Okay, and then just replace all these. Oh, thank you for the wonderful super chat. That's awesome. Would you rather be partly blind or partly deaf? I actually have hearing damage in my left ear, but I'm curious what you think. You know, I mean, like, partly blind as in, like, only one of my ears works. Partly blind as in only one of my eyes works, or partly deaf as in only one of my ears works. Like, is that what we're talking? Because I would... probably partially blind. I mean, I'm already, like, you know, I'm very nearsighted. So, like, if I take off my glasses, this monitor that's right in front of my... Like, I'm touching the monitor right now. I can't see. It's blind. But it's, like... I'm a musician, right? I love music. I cannot imagine not being able to hear music or be able to hear music to the fullest. You know, like, I would genuinely struggle in life if I couldn't do that, you know? So I think that's kind of where I'm at with that is I would much prefer to be blind than deaf. No, you're 100% right. You would absolutely be able to just wear an eye patch and nobody would be able to question it. Yeah. Why don't I use create? I don't, because I'm not really, like, comfortable with how it works. It's a lot. I mean, I do a lot of, like, redstone stuff, so who am I to say anything about, like, how the technical side of any of that works? But I just it's too foreign to my small brain. A lot of the reason, I mean, I don't ever really play modded Minecraft. I've only been doing that with the Management Wanted series. So, like, the idea of introducing all of these really foreign things to why don't my words work? You know, like, if like the idea of adding all these foreign things to the game that weren't already there, it's just it's tough, you know. So they need more exit door colors than red and black. Well, looky here, my friend. They do. You just can't get them in survival. Because, yeah, no, they've got all the different colors. But the only one that's available in survival is the red one. And I'm wondering if there's a way that you can dye it or something. Dude, talking about, like, getting your hand amputated or something, like, I could not imagine not being able to do what I do. Like, that's such a scary thing for me. I can't imagine that. Get carpet. Actually, no. You know what? We'll get. There's a multicolored carpet. Where's that in survival? That's awesome. Oh, you were talking about the exit doors, like these, right? Yeah, okay. Gotcha. I'm not a smart cookie. I'm not a smart cookie. I'm sorry. What is this door? Oh, that's cool. That's a good kitchen door, I think. That's a good kitchen door. I like that. Yeah, welcome to Kyle Can't Speak. That's just any video ever. More and more, my ability to speak just stops existing. So I feel like we're going to get to a point in my career of you guys will just see me suffer horribly for all time. Yes, I did see that you can craft that now, so I am going to be experimenting with that. Why am I doing that? It's going to take more time for me to type out the command than to just fill it up myself. Oh, are you going to bed? Good night. Good night. Thank you for being in the stream. Thank you for being so active on the Twitch side of things too. Yeah, my Twitch has been popping off. Appreciate y'all. You sent 20 roses. Good God. Thank you so much. That's insane. Wow. That's nuts. Thank you so much. You know, I don't really know how I feel about this whole thing. As a matter of fact, I'm actually thinking of replacing all of this. Let me just do this. /fill. I don't want world edit. I'm a big boy. I use my big boy patience. One video with Ian when I said hi, I'm special. You know, I say that a lot. You're gonna have to narrow it down more. I say that a lot. Yeah, this stream has been, or I guess this is the second stream because the whole PC blowing itself up. That was fun. Oh yeah, no, I genuinely think I do have some kind of autism or something. I'm not your average bear. Red, what is it? Red, black? No, it's black, red tiles. There we go. And then what we can do is we'll get the lull tiles or the air tiles. Do these ones line up? Yeah. We're gonna do that instead. Oh yeah, the FNAF tier list. You're right. Whoa! Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate you. Yeah, you're right. The opposite sides of the spectrum thing with Cup of Tea. You are 100% right. World edit scares me. I'm scared of changing the way I do things, and I should experiment, and I probably will. But I get scared. But see, I've even started playing around with things like, I mean, if you'll remember from any of my Nerdcraft series, I've used Lightmatica a couple times for some of that. And it's... Whoa, Brad! What's the follow sound? Well, that's one of the sounds that I have for my Twitch follows. You should just, like, do all the cool things and, like... Actually, I'm pretty sure if I do a test, I don't know if it'll show it for you guys, but if I test, I mean, you can have, like, somebody, Kevin, just subscribe on YouTube. Yeah, so you can see, like, it'll do stuff like that. I don't know if it'll show that for you guys, too. Hopefully it does. Otherwise, I just look like I'm schizophrenic. I like to use both, but I eventually stopped using World Edit because I've been playing more vanilla and got used to fill. Yeah, see, it's like I'm so used to the one way that my brain don't do things different. So that definitely feels a lot better. Maybe I could have like a smaller white chunk in the center. No, because you know what I can do? I can have a reference to my Ultimate Freddy's thing. I don't know what I'm doing with fountains all the time, but I have a weird tendency to make a fountain in my FNAF place for some reason. So, but yeah. No, I'm not. Don't you bring that Mimic song in here. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. A circular counter. You know, something circular in here sounds like it would be a good idea. I like that. That's a good idea. Let's do that. What should I make it out of? I'll make an outline for it first. I shouldn't decorate. Okay, and then on the inside we'll have the white tiles. There we go. Yay! That's cool. Whoa. Thank you, Jordan Pikachu, for subscribing. Wait a minute! I just realized my counter isn't on. Hold on. Where is it? YouTube. Yeah, I know Microsoft Edge closed unexpectedly. It's because it hates me. I call it FNAF because it rhymes with grug. Boink. There we go. Yay. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be like a reception counter. This is where they're gonna come up and they buy all their party packages and stuff. So that'll be cool. And then the main room. What do I want to do for the main room? I think I want to do an outline of the orange and teal. I think that could be pretty cool to start. And this will just continue around here. And all the way through there. Okay. Very nice. Yeah, a circular security office would be kind of cool, but I don't want to deal with that too much. Hey, who left? Who unsubscribed? I saw that. That's right. That right there, that was a 3. 2 people left. How dare they? Freddy Fazbear for president? See, he would have my vote, but I feel like he's too intense about his policies, you know? I feel like it'd be better if he wasn't that, like, you know, if it wasn't like that. Jurassic Ash 051. Thank you for subscribing. I had a stroke. Ratchet Gaming, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Favorite location I've built? Like I was saying, I think my survival one so far is my favorite one. But I also, you know, I have a soft spot for my FNAF movie one, I think, because that one was really fun. Now that I'm thinking about it more, I had a really good time with guessing how it was laid out. It was completely wrong. It was completely incorrect. But it was fun trying to figure it out, and you know, it was different and it was weird, but it was fun. So yeah. Oh wait, you know what? No. The blue and the blue and the white ones line up, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So we'll do something with that. Oh. Something like that, maybe. I'm glad you've enjoyed the series so far. Nah, we'll just have this stay like that. Yeah, that's fine. That around here. The bathrooms were originally on top of his home. God. I mean, you know, if the black light dye in this is anything to consider, that his alternate version is white, so you know what? That's fair. Thoughts on the FNAF and Dead by Daylight? I have never played Dead by Daylight myself, but sorry, I just saw Brad's comment about the donation for the next Detroit video. Brad, I promise it's gonna happen, buddy. I promise. I promise. I promise. I have it recorded. I just need to stop it. I just need to stop it. Is that what I just said? Oh my god. I have like stupid. I have the stupid. I have the stupid. Hello. Thank you for joining on TikTok. Appreciate you. Subscribe sound is like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. You know, that's fair. I didn't notice that until you just pointed it out. But, Brad, I promise it's coming. I promise. Do I friend people on Minecraft? I only play Java, and you can't friend people. So, yeah. I mean, there's the Essential mod, and I have my friends or whatever that I've done stuff with before already, but I don't do anything outside of that. I'm gonna use the fill thing for this. Management wanted tile. There we go. No, I haven't played DBD because it doesn't look fun. It looks like it's a very just sweaty game, and I don't want to play that. But because they're adding a franchise that I love, I will give it a try. We will see what happens. Pop Goes 2? I didn't know that there was a Pop Goes 2. That's cool. I knew about, because there was the My Pop Goes that just came out, right? And that, I don't remember if that was supposed to be oh, thank you, Peanut Bread GX. Appreciate the follow. I totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Pop Goes. The My Pop Goes that came out, I feel like it sounds, or like it looks to me like it wasn't like the main game that was supposed to be released, but it also is just the thing that came out that's supposed to be, I don't know, it's what's supposed to be there for the fanverse, but it feels like it's not as much as it should be. This orange and teal tile is not fitting quite right, so I think I'm gonna just replace it with the blue. And we'll just have the blue go up to the edges. I think that looks better. Yeah, see, like I've seen so many clips of people just being so annoyingly toxic in DBD, and I don't want to deal with that. I play enough games where people are toxic, and I don't need more. Do I have any plans on ending the Management Wanted series? So like I kind of mentioned earlier, like it's kind of approaching its end. Like it's not the end of it yet, and I feel like we still have a decent amount of episodes still to go through for that, but it's pretty much almost done. I want to say we've got a solid like 3 or 4 more episodes out of it. From what I can tell, that's not the final decision. I don't know what all I'm planning to do with it right now. There is no plan to do. I don't plan it. I just log into the world. I'm like, what do I want to do today? And then I do it. So for the backstage area, I'm just trying to think of what I should do. I'm sorry, I just noticed somebody's named Little Fart Giggle Feet. Oh, man. Thank you, the postman. You followed me on Twitch now. Count to 5 out loud and I shall see magic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the magic? I swear to God, if you blue screen my PC, I will cry. I'm scared. I'm scared, guys. Instead of blue screen, it was the Mr. Hippo death screen. I would have preferred that because that didn't crash. That doesn't crash my PC. Yeah. For those who are kind of new to this stream, there was another stream earlier, and yeah, it blue screened, and so I had to start the stream over. Oh, the magic trick was you following on Twitch. I see. Sorry. Oh, my home address. No, wait, stop. No. You don't want to reveal my address. It'll only lead to suffering for others. Okay, floor's looking pretty good. Kind of liking this. Do we have like jumbo tiles? Not really. I guess I could just use full blocks. Excuse me, I just burped. I'm so sorry. Mine Wolf 1987. That's exactly what happens. There's, if I /MW settings. Oh. Is now command only, type MW, but I did MW. MW settings. Oh. So it's in the old panel then. Yeah, Mr. Hippo yapping. He does a whole cutscene when you die. Yeah. The theme of this pizzeria, I don't really know. I just thought that I would make a new one. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I feel like building something and taking a break from the survival series for a bit because trying to crank out, I cranked out 2 of those episodes last week, and I'm like, my brain hurts. So, you know, doing what I can to kind of sit back. Count to 6, and I shall receive a trick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm waiting. I got a notification on my phone. How did you do that? Oh, no. What the heck? What? No, give me my tile back. You stinky poopy. Yeah, thanks for tuning into the stream, Sabus Fox. I appreciate you sticking around and having a good time, and hope that all goes well. Ha ha ha, magic. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? There's no trick. He's just making me schizophrenic is really what he's doing. He's making me suffer. 4. I picked 4. Your magic is poopy. Oh, never tell a magician his magic is poopy. That's just asking for trouble. Ugh. Very sleepy. Whoa! Perish to Mr. Hippo yapping for us. Yeah. Yeah, okay, alright, hold on. Let me just finish filling this hallway and then I'll do it. I'll do it. Oh, black, red, tile. There we go. Alright, Mr. Hippo, where are you? Nope, that's Shadow Freddy. Mr. Hippo. Boinkus. Hi, buddy. Time set midnight. I accept my fate.
Well, it seems that your journey has ended. Very sorry about that. It was always going to end this way, of course. If it weren't by me, it would have just been by some other, terrible thing. Just, you could not imagine how terrible it would be. Just, I get scared thinking about it. Glad it's not me. It reminds me of a time I was speaking to my good friend Orville. We were sitting on a park bench watching the pigeons. I was on the left, he was on the... Oh, wait, was I on the right or left? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We were sitting on there watching the pigeons. And I said to Orville, "Friend, those birds are frozen." And he kind of looked at me like I'd lost my mind. But I reminded him that it was winter, and often birds will sit in a tree until they freeze. And then they sort of fall to the ground until the sun warms up and they can, move around again. So I said to Orville, "You might as well save those breadcrumbs until the birds thaw, because they can't very well enjoy them in the condition they're in." To which he asked what I meant, and asking what condition the crumbs should be in before he threw them to the birds, assuming that I meant the birds couldn't enjoy the breadcrumbs in the condition that the crumbs were in, when in fact I had meant the birds could not enjoy them in the condition that the birds were in, considering that the birds were frozen. So he took a moment and then threw his last handful onto the ground. I said to him, "Orville, why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when I just told you they're frozen?" To which he responded, "The breadcrumbs are not frozen." Again, misunderstanding my words. I didn't mean to say that the breadcrumbs were frozen when I said I told you they're frozen. I'd been referring to the birds. In hindsight, what I should have said was, and this would make perfect sense, "Why did you throw the breadcrumbs to the birds when the birds are frozen?" He misunderstood upon my correction, stating that he didn't know what else to do with the breadcrumbs, and that perhaps, when the birds thawed, they'd still be able to eat the crumbs. So I said to Orville, and this is what I said to him, I said, "Orville, the birds may be dead."
Mr. Hippo. Who's just a sweet, funny guy? You are. That's right. Who's gonna die? It's you. Anyway. What are you doing? Get. You're going on top of the tree now. Is there any programs to design and organize pizzeria layouts before putting them down in Minecraft? I mean, you could just draw it. I mean, that's something I've seen. I've seen people will do that and then go off of that. But really, I mean, the thing you got to think about though is laying it out in Minecraft is part of the fun. Figuring it out and trying to figure out what spots you want filled with what, like it's part of the fun. So I think it's for the wall. I don't want that. I want the floor. What looks good for a floor? Count to 6 and you'll come back with tricks. Like no, it's Twix. Tricks like the cereal? Brother just picked up a big. Yeah. That's pretty... Well, thank you, JD Bryant. I really appreciate you, man. I'm so glad you were here. Thanks so much. Say hi to the team for me. Appreciate it. That's awesome. That's fun. Thank you so much. So yeah, floor. I need like. I mean, I could just use like one of the facade walls as a floor, but like, because I want the back to kind of be more dingy. I could go with like fright. Oh, those are fright wall tiles. Oh. Is there like... Well, thank you, Postman. I appreciate that. That's super kind of you. There's no pressure at all. I'm more than happy to just provide the laughter because it feels good. It feels good to enjoy what we're doing. You know, maybe there's just a regular block I can use. I don't know why I'm struggling so hard. I don't really know how to explain it. I mean, like I was kind of saying earlier, like it helps to like think about it realistically, like what's going on with like what would be in the location. Like you want to make sure it has a kitchen, it has bathrooms, it has like a main seating area, it has all these different things that are going on, making sure that this applies for builds in general. Like, spoiler alert for my Nerdcraft stuff, but I'm working on a space outpost kind of thing, and so I'm thinking about what kind of things would be on a space outpost, right? This particular build would probably have like a research facility, so it would have all these different like lab stuff and all these, but then there would be like a residential space where when the crew's not working, they can sleep, they can eat, there's a cafeteria, you know, there's a little like recreational room, there's all kinds of things like that you gotta like take into account when you're thinking of builds like that. So my best advice is to just think about it realistically, but then have fun with it creatively and like try to play with that, you know. And I know it's super subjective in that last half of it, but that's literally just the best advice I can give for that. Light bridges, true, like in Halo. Yeah, you're right. Oh, that would be so cool. Actually, no, I gotta try to figure out how to do that. Ah, that'd be so cool. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, no, I've been really trying to plan out my stuff for the next Nerdcraft episode. That's why it's been taking so long to get that out. I have to grind out getting about 1,500 copper blocks and like 1,500 dark oak and a whole bunch of mangrove and a whole bunch of quartz and stuff, and it's a lot. So I've been putting off doing that because I want to do that in the episode, but yeah. Okay, so floor. Just find a floor that works and go with it. I think utility facade would probably work pretty well for this. And is it called yes, utility facade wall. No, it's too light. Maybe there's a darker one. I could do the outer dark facade wall. That looks too dirty. That texture's too much like sand or dirt. Can you stop buzzing in my ear, please? Okay, I'm going to kill all of you if you do not leave me alone. Pick one as my home state, and then have a... Okay, Okay. Alabama. Arizona. Connecticut. And Wyoming. Spoiler alert, I've already said on this channel what state I live in anyway, so it doesn't even matter. What the gray one? Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't dislike that. But how it would look going all the way across, probably not that great. What time do I plan on ending the stream? That's a good question. Probably in the next half an hour, honestly. It's been a long set of streams, but I would like to have a little bit of time because, like I mentioned, I got D&D tonight. I got D&D, and I'm trying to make sure that I have time for that. I don't wanna keep everybody waiting. Gonna start a mini mod pack just to build along your own. Heck yeah! Suggest any mods? I would absolutely suggest having free cam, because if you're doing any like survival kind of thing, thank you, Engineer Man. Thank you for being here. Have fun at church. Good to see you. Glad you were here. But yeah, free cam is awesome because if you're like in survival or something, you can detach from your head and you can look at your build from further away if you don't have like elytra or anything. That's really handy. What other mods do I have in my pack? Let's see. Carry on is really nice because you can pick up the mobs and stuff, get them out of the way, like this little doofus. Get back in your cage. What is my last time? What does that mean? What is in my last time? What is my what do you mean what is my last time? Put that there. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Carry on. Farmer's Delight has a few extra like food things if you want to have more foods on display, or even like pots and pans and stuff like that. Those are really nice. Mouse tweaks is really handy because instead of having to like if you're like moving things around your inventory or whatever, you don't have to individually click each thing. You can just hold shift and then hold down your click and yoink. Yoink, you know. So that's really nice too. Let's see. Where's my stuff? Some kind of zoom mod would be nice. I feel like it helps me with just like seeing things in better detail, but I'm also a YouTuber and I'm weird. So the blue and green tiles, I might do that. That's a fair point. I realized I haven't used that yet. Do those line up? Oh, wait, you know what? So, the green and blue are opposites. Does the green and blue line up good? Does it? Oh my god. My last name is Poopy, and the state that I live in is France. Mouse tweaks. It's called mouse tweaks. Okay, but that's actually such a game changer though, because then I can just have these. Hold on. Now we're cooking with gasoline. It's not good, but we're cooking with it. I have an idea. It's called KJ Whippy. It rhymes with Grug. And then I can replace these white tiles with the black and green. It's all coming together. Hello, welcome. You just say it like how it's spelled, KJ Whippy. People call me Kajwippy. You can call it KJ, whatever you want. I don't care. As long as you ain't calling me late to dinner, we're good. Yeah, that is one of the interesting things about like you know, I have a completely original name on the platform, right? It's not like, you know, whatever words put together. You know, it's just, it's me. And yeah, no, it's just fun to see how many people will try to pronounce it, and sometimes they're right and sometimes they're not. You know, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, no, it's I think it's fun to see how many people try to pronounce it. Yeah, Kyle Johnson. That's good. That's good. I'm doing good. Doing good. Hope you're doing well as well. Mouse tweaks is great, but so many times I'll accidentally like move my mouse too much and then move something I don't mean to. And that's never fun. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of doing that, but what if I use like deep slate tiles or something for... Oh, of course these aren't going the long way though. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. That's going to be nice. And then I can, every now and then, replace it with the cracked one. Oops. Fill. Oh, I know. Deep slate tiles. Okay. No, deep slate tiles are not directional. The reinforced deep slate is, but... What if, and hear me out, what if... truss. The truss is directional, if that's what you're asking. Yeah. See how these borders are on the sides, but not the top? They move to the top there. Yeah. Kind of funky looking. No, the fill commands are just straight up. They're just straight up vanilla. So you can use fill whenever you feel like you want to. Whenever you are needing to do something, you just find it'll fill like a square or a cube from one point to another. So like if I wanted to fill up a space that was like this big, right? I would be able to, what is that, a 5 by 5? 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could just take the coordinates, fill, and it will take whatever block you're directly looking at, right? Oops, Command All, copy, look at this one, I'll paste that, and then the other coordinates, and then you just choose which block it is. If it's from a mod, you need to have that full, you know, it says like dynamic lights, Farmer's Delight, you know, it says all that. You need to include that if it's part of a mod, because otherwise it'll look for it in the Minecraft directory. So that is true. You can also do replace. I haven't played around a lot with that. I was playing around with a bit of the clone command. It didn't go well, but I was playing around with it. And I may or may not have caused a tree to go into one of my builds in one of my test worlds. So that was fun. But yeah. Okay. So I think we're actually going to mix in some other deep slate stuff with that too. We'll get some bricks. We'll get some polished. We'll get some cracked. I've been doing things wrong for years, dude. Same. And I had somebody ask me too about like texturing and stuff, and what happens a lot with texturing is people will just like a lot of times try to throw together just a jumble assortment of blocks, and sometimes it'll work and a lot of times it doesn't, and you really just need to take into account kind of what style you're going for first of all, but also you need to take into account what color palette you're going with, right? So for example, with texturing this, obviously these are two very different shades of block. You want to try to keep it relatively the same palette. If you're going for a gradient, that's a whole other thing. But if it's just sticking with like we want to keep it this darker gray color, we can texture in a few splotches of like the bricks or the polished blocks or whatever, because it gives just that bit of variety to that. And we can even include as well the cracked bricks, because there's so much texture to it that it helps blend it with the deep slate as you're looking at it as a general build. You know what I'm saying? So it's always fun to play around with texturing, and that's one of the things I'm really excited for you guys to see with my Nerdcraft stuff, because the build that I've been working on is genuinely one of my favorite textured pieces I've made. Like it's so cool. Yeah, I like that. That looks nice. Let me get just a couple more cracked bricks, I think, and then there we go. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Cool. Let's get rid of those. And then the break room will just be... Whoops. Caps lock. Bendy and the Ink Machine build series. See, I would love to do that, but also... No. I'm not doing anything more than the FNAF stuff, because that's where I feel like my creative spark is. You know, I feel like it would, that's probably where my limit is, I think. Favorite FNAF game, or FNAF fan games? Definitely one of them is the Return to Bloody Nights, which I actually played on the channel. I want to say it was just before my FNAF Minecraft series started up. So, yeah, it was really cool. I had a great time. I didn't finish it because I'm terrible at FNAF games. But, no, it was a good time, and it was genuinely very well made. Very stressful and very annoying, but very well made. I had a good time. Whoa, FNAF Management Wanted build series. It's almost like I've been doing that. Huh. Cool. Yeah, that's looking really good. Yeah, Five Nights at Candy's is pretty cool. I haven't personally played it, but I've seen people play it. The third one is nuts. It's so well done. And then didn't they also, I think they remastered the first one again, but they're coming out with a fourth one for the Fanverse project, which is cool. Dang, you tried making one and everything got deleted. That sucks. That's always the worst. You're working on a big project and it just decides, hey, I'm not going to work anymore. And you're like, well, I tried. Let's go ahead and get the... Oh, it scared me. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate you. Everybody's been so kind today. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I saw on one of their streams for Management Wanted, the development stuff. They were retexturing some of the ball pit, or they were making the discount ball pit, if I remember correctly. I hate how slow I get when I'm in the ball pit. That doesn't feel good. There we go. Got a full ball pit. Surely that won't cause problems. Oh, yeah, I'll probably mess with the ball pit to make it teleport me somewhere else. But for now, it's pretty good. Alright. So, we pretty much... Okay, we've got all the floors done. I'm probably going to get the vent. Oh, the vent. That doesn't go there. We're going to fix that. Alright. Yeah, so... Just to recap for everybody who's just joining, because I want to make sure that we're all clear what's going on. We've got ourselves. This is a completely custom, completely original design. There's no reference that I've been using. It's just my brain. This is the kind of entrance area. There's a big old circular area for the reception desk. That's where you get all of your party packages. You can order your catering stuff there. You can get your clumps of tickets or whatever to be able to, you go up to like the kitchen and be like, I would like a slice of pizza. That'll be a ticket. Cool. Awesome. That kind of stuff. There's merchandise stuff on either side, probably, or maybe one of them, and then the other one, I don't entirely know. Maybe like storage or something, like if you like lockers for people to rent if their kids playing in the ball pit or something, they can leave stuff. I don't know why it would be all the way over here though. We'll figure that out. But then there's a little hallway here that leads to the main entertainment area. There's the bathrooms that are in the hallway. There's the kitchen off to the side. There's the loading docks / like supply drop off area. There is the regular dining room, which is just booths, tables, all that kinds of stuff that are going to go there. That'll lead up into the arcade area. There's 4 party rooms in this hallway here, and then there's the security office. There's a hallway that leads back behind where the stage is and behind the party rooms and all that, where the manager's office, the safe room, which we'll never see, wink. There's the employee break room, and then there is the parts and service, and then there are vents that are connecting up a bunch of these places as well. Yeah. So that's cool. So that I think that's where we're gonna leave our stream today. Now, real quick, I do want to just point out, I was asked how much for me to get a cardboard cutout of me in the maid fit. I don't even know where I would sell that. I don't know where I would sell that at all, but shoot, dude, people are enjoying what they enjoy, but yeah. So anyway, that I think that's gonna probably wrap it up for this stream, and I have to say thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for this amazing stream today. It's been super fun. We've had a lot of laughs, a lot of jokes, a lot of chaos, and it's been really fun. And of course, thank you to everybody who's been donating through super chats, and for all the subscribers and followers and everywhere. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate y'all. And I hope that you guys had as much fun as I did. Stick around because next Wednesday we'll probably do another stream to continue this. So that'll be fun. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it, and have a great rest of your day or night, whatever it may be for you. I don't know where you live, frankly, not my problem. You know, but yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and or night. Be safe. I love you all. I'll see you later. Goodbye. Goodbye. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Also, don't forget you can become a member if you want to. Bye. Goodbye. Oh wait, hold on, let me bye. Goodbye. Have a good one, guys. Love y'all. Bye-bye.